Yes, indeed. Welcome back uh, to the dojo. I ain't really bothering me just sitting right there. I ain't really feel like walking and talking or nothing like that. I just wanted to sit here and chill. Right. The topic of discussion for today is happiness. But not so much happiness in and of itself. The idea of happiness and how confusing and elusive happiness actually is. What you talking about, Hawk Sensei? I'm glad you asked. Most people believe that happiness is external, but it is not. Happiness does not come from anything outside of yourself. One way I can prove that to you is what makes you happy may not make me happy, and vice versa. That's why happiness is more so subjective, right? You could think that having all the things, keeping up with the Joneses, or even surpassing them will make you happy. I don't think that's the case. I think most people have the wrong idea of what happiness actually is. Most of the happiest people on the face of this planet are not wealthy. They don't have a whole lot. Why would that be the case? When we've been conditioned to believe that money and resources and networking and influence is what everybody wants and what everyone should strive for. Those are Western ideologies. Everybody doesn't think like this all around the world. There's more of a sense of a community in other parts of the world. If you were ever able to get outside of the United States, if you were ever able to see things or meet people from other cultures, you'll find that the American ideologies and Western, lifestyles are very different from those overseas, from those from Middle East and over. Right. But getting on to how elusive and confusing happiness can be, the reason why you struggle with happiness or you can't find happiness is because you're looking for love in all the wrong places. You're looking for happiness outside of you. What am I really saying? You're looking for happiness in other people. You're looking for happiness in acquiring material wealth. You're looking for happiness in being socially elevated or socially accepted or socially acknowledged. Your happiness is not going to come from all those other places. You may get a sense of pride. You may even get a sense of arrogance or what have you, because you feel like you've arrived or you're better than everyone else and blah, blah, blah. That's a misguided view. Please forgive me. I'm just a little tired today. But I'm not too tired to do this daily discussion. Right? You'll find happiness when you can ignore what other people think about you. you'll be able to discover happiness when you do the things that you really want to do outside of seeking approval and being acknowledged. When you just do things because you want to do them, you'll find happiness. If you can go back to some of the things that you enjoyed as a child, you'll begin to unravel what happiness is. If you can go back to finger painting or even coloring or putting puzzles back together, it's not so much all of these societal acknowledgments or what have you that really make us happy. It's really the things that are actually priceless, which can cultivate and allow us to feel happiness. You know, think about it like this. If you were rich, you had millions and millions of dollars, how much would you enjoy that money and that wealth with if you didn't have anyone to share it with? You didn't have anyone you could give it to. You didn't have anyone to show off for. What would it be all for? It was all for vanity anyway. See, people mistake the production of ill will as well as acquiring things that other people may never have access to as happiness. People think becoming the supervisor, superintendent, or becoming a boss or somebody with some type of authority in a workplace setting, you would think that would give them happiness. Why would it? Your responsibilities have increased, which mean in turn your stress levels probably will as well. You know? What I truly believe happiness is a feeling of warmth that you have in your mind, body, and soul. When you don't have any cares in the world, when you can exist in a state of pure peace, when you don't have anything stressing you out, you don't have anything making you angry, you don't have anything disrupting your flow. If you're somebody who don't like peace, you think it's boring, you always need to have drama, you're probably not a happy person. You probably get happiness from seeing the suffering or seeing drama or conflict, but that is not happiness. You may get a sense of happiness from that, or it may make you happy for a short, brief moment. That just means you don't have happiness. That's all. Most people are so bored that they need some type of drama to feel alive. Some people are so depressed that they want to make somebody else depressed so they can feel alive. Misery loves company. You would be happy if you're miserable and you get to share your misery with somebody else. You see that? You see how that works? You see how that works? When you get to share your good feelings or good experiences with someone and they understand intellectually and emotionally, you may find happiness there. Because, that's one of the things where Whereas human beings, we really truly feel alive is when we connect with something or someone else. That can make you happy. You're like, oh man, I'm not alone. I'm not crazy. There's somebody else out there who sees it just like me. Ultimately, that feeling came from within, but it's because you were able to have a mirroring experience. You were able to see somebody and see yourself within them. Ultimately, it being an interpersonal experience. Two people sharing experience that they can feel on the inside together. Interpersonal. Happiness comes from within. You're a parent. You got some children. Watching them grow, seeing them develop and learn different things. Seeing how smart they are. You know, seeing how much they love and appreciate you when you're there to help them out. You know, that may give you great joy and happiness to see that. Those children you brought into the world from what? Your own DNA, your own seed, your own womb. That happiness came from within ultimately. It's the things that we take for granted more than the things that we acquire that we think make us happy. But if you were to lose your sight, your vision today, would you be happy about that? No, you wouldn't care about money as much anymore as you would care about having your sight back. It's the things that are irreplaceable and priceless that are given to us for free that make us forget why we should be happy when we're not. There's always someone less fortunate than you are. There's almost really no reason for us not to be happy. If we're not happy, it's because we don't want to be happy. Or because everything in life is not allowing us to get happiness. And the way that could be true is may simply be because of your perspective. You feel like you need more for happiness. So what you do is you take happiness and you put it up onto the shelf that you're only going to take it down if and only if you acquire this thing or those things or this, you'll have this achievement. You don't have to wait to accomplish all your goals to be happy. You don't. You gotta find enjoyment in the little things in life. Because those are the things that are really gonna crush you when you lose them. The little things, the things that you didn't think mattered because there was no price tag on it. You know, you think everything that has a price tag has some real value. No, man. It's the things that are actually free which are worth more than anything else. The breath in your body. You know what I mean? That heart pumping the blood through your body. That mind that helps you understand. You know what I mean? These hands, these feet, these ears, all these things that were given to us, we don't appreciate. We're not happy with them because we think somebody else's equipment is better than ours. Whatever. What I really want you all to understand is happiness is not found outside. It's not external. Happiness is always from within. You have to find it within yourself. If you're battling depression, it's because you aren't able to find happiness. You've probably given up on happiness. I struggled with depression 3 times in my life. And in each of those 3 times, I had to beat my depression in a different way. The first time I beat my depression was with anger. I was so angry at being depressed. I just kind of like snapped out of it. I just woke up and was like, I'm tired of feeling like this. Why do I feel like this? Why am I not happy? Why do I not want to get out of the bed? I started questioning myself in deep anger. Like, why was I so depressed? Why am I not happy? Why is nothing working? And before I knew it, I wasn't depressed anymore. I was just angry now. And anger is always temporary. Right? The second time, I was just confused with life. Nothing made any sense. You know what I mean? I felt worthless. I felt like I didn't need to be here. But I got through that just simply through time and just keep on living and keep on going. And the last time I overcame depression, it was with pure happiness. I had to rediscover myself and what made me happy. And partially it was video games. I had stopped playing video games. I had stopped exercising. I stopped dancing. I stopped doing all the things that I had joy in. And when I just started doing them again because I was so bored and I wanted to take my mind off my depression, little by little I began to get back to a state of normalcy and happiness. Right? That may be what you have to do. You just have to force yourself to do things that you used to love. You know what I mean? Go back to the things in your childhood, the movies you used to enjoy as a child, the TV shows you used to watch. You know what I mean? The games you used to play. You gotta revisit those things to rediscover the happiness that you had. You know what I mean? A lot of times as we grow and we age, we get older, we lose sight of our childlike selves. We throw it away because, oh, I'm an adult now. I don't need to, you know what I mean? No. That's you won't be able to relate to your children when you do that. Never forget where you came from. You know what I mean? That's the easiest way to not find happiness. Is to lose who you are. Losing yourself is the easiest way to become depressed. You're going to feel like you have no purpose. You always want to be striving towards something. That's really what gives us the motivation to wake up and live. Having something to accomplish, having something to go forward towards, to progress, to see growth, to see change and advancement. That's what gives us meaning. You know, I really feel like this happiness concept is quite abstract, but it's also simple when you stop searching for it. You cultivate it. You water it as you water a seed. And when you finally get your happiness, you protect it. You don't allow anybody to just come into your sanctuary or your place of peace and disrupt it. No. You worked so hard for this happiness. You had to dig so deep for this happiness. You had to just rediscover things that you forgot for this happiness. I refuse to let you take it away from me. I'll be dang. Right? So if you get some happiness, you get a brief moment of fresh air away from sadness and depression and negativity, hold on to it, man. Hold on to it. You know, laughter. Sometimes just watching funny things, just watching funny meme videos all day can slowly bring you back. You know what I mean? Happiness slowly erodes negativity and depression from your life. Happiness, laughter, great great feelings, great joy. Listen to more upbeat music, you know? Listen to more motivational speaking. You got to look higher. You got to look higher within yourself. I know they say dig deep and look deep, but you got to look high within your mind, high within your soul, high within your heart. The higher levels, not the lower levels. Higher levels. Let's raise our vibration. Let's raise our happiness. Let's raise our level of understanding and our joy. Right? All too often we're chasing behind ideals or packaged happiness. You gotta make this shit up as you go, man. Your happiness is not someone else's. You define your happiness. You don't let other people tell you what's supposed to make you happy. Oh, you're supposed to have this, you're supposed to have that, you should be doing this. You got the potential. Man, shut up. I'm going to do what I want because that's what makes me happy. You may think of having millions and millions of dollars will make you happy, but it probably won't. I don't care, man. As long as my needs are met, I got food in my belly, I got a nice warm bed to sleep in, I can take care of all my responsibilities, I'm happy. If I don't have to stress about nothing, I'm happy. You gotta find happiness in the simplistic things in life. Not having to worry, not having to stress. You know? Now I can go on and on all night about happiness and how to obtain it. But in all actuality, you're the only one who can obtain your happiness because you're the only one who truly knows what is going to make you happy. And if you can't find happiness before accomplishing all your goals and all, I'll finally be happy when I get a girl, when I finally get that ring, when I finally get that promotion. No, you won't. No, you won't. Find happiness within. Because that's really where it's at. You're not going to find it out there. You're not going to find it in other people. You can't depend on other people to make you happy. That's stupid. Hell no. Half the time, people don't even know what you like. You know, but I don't feel like rambling too much more. I'm exhausted and I'm ready to just chill for the night. So, that being said, Professor Hawk signing out. Hawk Sensei bids you adieu. Hope that you're waking up every day with a smile on your face, a can-do attitude, and waking up with a purpose. And if you're not waking up with a purpose, at least you're waking up. Let's expand. Let's grow. Let's go. Till next time, guys. Take care.